All right, let's take a look at ISO shape number 13. On this one, I think I'm going to do the front view. I'm going to do kind of this L shape. And then I'll fillet the ends to round that off, and then I'll cut out these parts that need to be cut out. All right, so I want to put this in my ISOs folder. I'm going to create a document. I'll call it ISO 13. Click OK. Now, since I'm doing the front part, I'll click on this front plane. I'll click Sketch. And then I'm going to turn these others off and click on the front. Okay, coming across the base right here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it goes 8, 9. So I'm going to click on the line right here. I want to make sure it's horizontal. You can see it's kind of that green and blue line. If I get off, then it turns solid blue. I click again. I'm going to type in 9. Enter. Now when I look at going up, it goes up 2, and I want to go all the way up to here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, looks like 8. Click there and type in 8. Come out a little bit. Then I go 2 across. I'm going to come down 6. Now I'm going to come 7 across here. And then come straight down and connect. I'm going to come over here, click on the isometric view. I want to extrude it, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 inches wide. Type in 4, enter. Okay, so that gives me this basic shape here in the front. Now I want to round off my corners. Since this has a 4-inch diameter, I know that my fillets need a 2-inch radius. So I'm going to click on the fillet. I'm going to change that radius to 2. And click on each of these corners. So now I've kind of got it rounded off. Now it doesn't matter if I cut this section out first or cut my 2 holes out down here first. So I'll do the 2 holes first. So I'm going to click on this surface. Click Sketch. I'm going to click on Top. Now these circles have a 2-inch diameter. All right, the nice thing is this first one, when I find that square right there, I know that I'm at the center of the circle, or that half circle at the end. So I left click, drag out. And because it's got the circle with the line through it, that means that it wants the diameter, which is 2 inches. Now I need to do another circle. And here I'm not going to get anything to help me with that, so I'm just going to do a circle with the 2-inch diameter. So now I'm going to dimension it. So the center of the circle is 2 inches from this end. So I'm going to click on the center, click on this line, make that 2. Then it's also 2 inches from each side. So it doesn't matter if I go from the top or from the bottom. So I'm going to click on the center here, click there, make that 2 inches. I'm going to click on the isometric view again. I want to extrude, but this time I want it to remove. And to cut all the way through, I need to make it at least 2 inches. Okay. So cut all the way through. Now I'm going to cut out this section. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a rectangle, cut out the rectangle, and then use the fillet to round it off. So I'm going to click on this face. I'm going to click Sketch. This is on the right side. And I want to make sure that my rectangle goes completely off the top because we cut out the top. Now right here, it's 2 inches wide. So I'm just going to type in 2 and enter. The height doesn't matter as long as I go above the top. So I can just click enter there. Now I need to center this. It's 1 inch from the edge. I'm going to use my dimension. Click on my rectangle, click on the edge, make that 1 inch. And then this bottom is 2 inches from the top of this bottom section. So I'm going to click here. There, make that 2 inches. I want to make this a little bit taller because I'm just barely getting on the edge now that I've moved this down. So I'm going to make that. Let's see if we can dimension this. Yeah, because I've already dimensioned that. It's not going to let me dimension it again. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to go isometric. I want to extrude. I want to remove at least 2 inches. Okay, yeah, good. It cut that out. So now I'm going to do the fillet. Now my circle right here is 2 inches wide, so that means my radius is going to be 1 inch. So I click on this corner. Now let's move around this way. And then click on this corner. Click done. And that's shape 13.